Bobbie Goods had a bundle sale for all 4 books at a discount, so I have picked those up. I am going to be brutally honest, this blew over my radar because there was no titles. Just trying to figure out, why doesn't it have a cover? Why does it look like printed PDF? I am not a fan of not knowing which books these are. I have a solution that I have figured out for myself that I will share in a future video. Unwrap these. So let me compare real quick to a regular square book that you would get on Amazon. These are 8x8 because I noticed a lot of people had books that just look really long, and I thought they would be these size. They're not. Now, if you look at the coloring books that are the traditional coloring book size, it's still different. Just something to bear in mind when you're thinking about where you're going to place these books. They are not the same size as other square books. There is no title along the edge, which is fine, but the quality of paper, let's compare that real quick. This is Amazon KDP paper, so you kind of have that kind of like copy paper, but a little bit better. And then this book, completely different. Matte on the front, but the back kind of has a shimmer if you could see the lighting. And then just really nice paper intended for markers or any medium, probably even watercolors. Thick enough to have probably ink tints as well. I don't know which volumes are which, so I'm just going to start with this one. Or let's just start with the most popular among the Bobbie Goods at the moment. Belongs to area, and then checklist, which is always nice to see your completed page list. There are a variety of characters, so these all have names. I think there's, this one's Opal, I think, and then you got Bobbie, the bear. I don't know what the puppy's name is. We got a turtle-like creature, and I think this is Bobbie. So you might see a lot of different little outfits, and then some that don't have any outfits. Amazing hot balloon scene here. Let me see, I think the page lays flat if you break the seam on here. Yeah, kind of lays flat if you break it. These books, they're perforated, so you can pull them out, frame them if you'd like. Yeah, Bobbie, I think, always has a hat, I believe. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please be sure to subscribe or give this video a thumbs up. It's a really cute scene. I'm not sure what the puppy dog's name is. Early on, I really didn't like the style of these characters, but they kind of grow on you. I think once you start seeing a lot of colored pages, you kind of just associate it with not being a big deal with having very tiny little eyes. This page is like typical thrift store kind of style. Underwater scene. Got some crafting of some birdhouses here. Little gym. Looks like a yard sale. Got frames here, which is kind of cute. It's a color test page. And there it is. So this is, oh here. So this is volume 6, it says. It just doesn't say which book this is again. So this is a really neat book. I like the versatility. It has a variety of things you can color. I think this one might be my favorite because I'm a gardener. So this is another book. Let me see if the back tells me which volume this is. Oh wait, so did this one say this or that? It just says Made with Love, 2023. So this one says the title. It's Spring Summer 2022, Volume 4. A cover. Checklist. Art scene here. A beach scene. The bees are having a picnic. Birthday scene. Breakfast in bed. Looks like they are getting taught something here. Got a donut shop. This looks like a farmer's market. Some gardening. At the produce aisle. Getting some ice cream. Cereal or ice cream. Some coffee. Little vanity scene. Cooking pizza. It's a rainy day. Laundry, ironing. This looks like a cute little cafe. Some strawberries and cupcakes. Surf day. Another cafe visit. This looks like tea time in Britain kind of scene. Cute little like mood board. Then you got a thank you. Well, that is a cute book. So that is Spring Summer 2022. I feel like the last book had less garden scenes than I thought it would. This is Day to Night, and it is 2024 Volume 7. So the back of it has the night scene. Here's the day. So maybe this book will have more garden scenes. I really like the scooter over here. You have the checklist. Giving the cat some breakfast. Decluttering maybe? Or just getting ready. Here's a cute little garden scene. Scooter, a wagon, and a bicycle. That's really cute. I love the skates. So cute. Bakery. Everybody's lining up for the bakery. Sandwich shop of some sort. Something that you would often see in San Diego. Neat little garden forest scene here with the little squirrel. Look at the cat. Shopping at the grocery store. Doing some guitar music. Yoga. And this is a little stroll. Beautiful scene over here that reminds me of San Diego. Is at the dock. Nice little get together with friends and family. Cute little camping scene. This is the one that's pretty viral with themed coloring pages with Scoopy and other franchises. Doing some sky watching. Looks like a day and night scene together. Let's see. Yeah, this is the evening scene. Nighttime sleeping. Making milk for the cat. Framed. Oh, you got all these scenes with framed cat. It's kind of cute. And then you got a thank you. So this is Autumn Winter coloring book. Here's the checklist. Another farmer's market or a baking cell. I believe this is Opal going for a bike ride. It's either a library or a bookstore. And this is a very beautiful breakfast scene here, based on the pancakes. Little camping and barbecue scene here. Looks like there is some baking happening, which happens a lot during cozy holidays. Can't forget the bees. They have their own little homes. Nice little party scene. It looks like most of the characters. I think there's a penguin and some other characters though. Here's a pizza scene. And we have a harvest. Looks like this little guy is sick. Looks like a visit to the theater. This looks to be a clay or art type of scene. A quilt is getting made. You got a little snowboarding scene. And then here is a sweet little reading scene with the snow in the backdrop. Looks like this person's getting some mail. So this looks like a town visit. It's a book sale, a bakery. This is a cozy scene. And here's a tree house. And then you get the bulletin board, which typically happens on the Bobbie Goods TikTok page if you haven't seen that. It's a really sweet book released in 2022. This one's called Fall and Winter. If there was a title somewhere here very small, I think I would have discovered Bobbie Goods, at least when I first started. I know that some people enjoy the minimalist approach of these books. I do have plans to do a little bit more research, share my experience coloring these books. I hope you found these book flip-throughs helpful. And if you like this video, you may like the next one. Thanks for watching.